Less than a week to go until the Republican presidential primary in South Carolina. Nikki Haley is coming out swinging, calling out former President Trump for not condemning Russian President Vladimir Putin over a top opposition leader's death. NBC's Alice Barr reports and has the latest from Washington.
Good morning. The trail is heating up today with Nikki Haley and Donald Trump both in South Carolina and President Biden heading out to campaign in California, all as global conflicts loom large. With South Carolina's Republican presidential primary coming up on Saturday, Nikki Haley is going on offense in her home state, slamming former President Trump for not condemning Russian President Vladimir Putin over the death of top Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny in a Russian prison.
I don't know why he keeps getting weak in the knees when it comes to Russia. But I'll tell you what, Russia's not getting weak in the knees.
In his first comments about Navalny's death, the former president suggested he's facing a similar kind of political persecution without mentioning Putin. President Biden says he holds Putin responsible for Navalny's death and is now weighing more sanctions against Russia.
We already have sanctions moving and we're considering additional sanctions, yes.
For 75 years, NATO has been the most important.
The Biden campaign also launching a new digital ad casting former President Trump's recent NATO comments as giving Putin the green light to attack America's allies. President Biden is facing his own foreign policy backlash over supporting Israel's fight against Hamas. There's a movement for Democrats to vote uncommitted in the upcoming Michigan primary amid the devastation in Gaza.
And the president's doing everything he can to make sure that the loss of innocent lives is diminished.
The global conflicts having an impact on the campaign trail.
I think our country was a lot safer when Donald Trump was there.
As Haley, a former UN ambassador, makes the case she's the better choice on foreign policy and promises to keep running through Super Tuesday despite Mr. Trump's substantial lead. This all comes against the backdrop of the fight on Capitol Hill over sending more military aid to Ukraine. Russia just claimed its first major battlefield advance in nearly a year, as Ukraine's president warns of his country's dire shortages of weapons and ammunition. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.